Okay, 1 2 1 2 test. Seems like there was a problem with the voice itself. The channel was not properly set up. So, live diffusion. Nope, that's not what I need. Where's my? Where's the live name? The proper one. It's gonna be Gravitas 2 audience. Overall, I don't think I did not forget anything. Mods Gravitas 2 Break Craft GFC ATM. I think overall we seem to be good to go. Is it working? It should technically be working. I should be able to hear my own voice now, hopefully. Live control room, my channel. Yo, welcome. Yo, this should be able to work properly. So desktop, I gotta lower this real quick. Might be a good idea to change filters, gain. Yeah, 5 decibels might be a good idea. Welcome Alex, welcome Gab. We got the grand opening of the content creator server right now, so I'm just doing a little bit of progression. Other people, I mean the other guys are actually together playing as a group. Some of them are dying pretty quickly, so it's kind of fun to see. And on wait a second, you can see my freaking... No, I can't. That's nice. This is actually... Okay, that's nice. I can see both of the screens right now. YouTube. Welcome, welcome. I had to open the chat on the right side of the monitor right now. We got the brand new progression. It's gonna be a new series technically. I mean, with a ton of new people too, so... Gab, stop, you're doing too much. Ça sert à rien, dans tous les cas, on vous entend pas dans le live. No way, no way. No way. Oh my god, no way. I gotta join back the Discord channel whenever they call, so it's gonna be a better call right now. I gotta say, it's a pretty good feeling to replay the entire mod pack again. I had like a couple hundred hours on the other solo survival. It was kind of getting boring at a certain point. The main thing that I have to work on is actually progress for the ores and everything. Issue is that I want to check on the other people's lives. They might, yeah, I can see the progression. They're actually progressing pretty quickly. I gotta catch up, man. I gotta catch up. Oh, I really gotta catch up. Where's the straw? Right here. And not only this, but we got a ton of competition right now. I wanted to have a proper... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It was like... No? How do you make the knives again? We had a ton of actual competition at first. They kind of died a couple times, so it's actually slowing them down pretty hard. And I'm happy about that, because they got pretty lucky with the freaking mine shafts. Wait a minute, this is literally the wrong thing that I'm looking at. I gotta use the rocks instead. Welcome to everyone who's joining the channel. Oh, the channel. The live, I mean. Sorry. Technically, I was not supposed to stream, but I saw that other people from like on the server are actually starting to stream too, so I'm joining the gang. Don't want to get left behind. Right now, the overall progression that we have is pretty primitive. It's overall just getting straws, making fire pits, making the most we can. But the main problem that I have is that I want to kind of push through the progression, the technological progression, but I'm kind of like racing against 4 people, a group of 4, so it might be kind of hard to actually keep up. Hopefully we'll be able to keep up. Is the live quality working properly? Is it good? Yeah, it seems to be good. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I have to wait 8 minutes for that one. While it's actually finishing, we're gonna retrieve, collect more wood, make charcoal pits. Okay, that's pretty nice. Thanks for the feedback. It's actually pretty useful to have people watching this stream who can actually respond pretty quickly. Wait a second, I should probably self-promote in the Discord too, you know? Wanna do that real quick. Kind of like killing it a little bit. Yeah, I know, Gabriel, I know. You're the #1 fan on every single stream that I've done. Always the first and always the last, so yeah. Hopefully you're not able to actually hear the stream behind, because I'm actually kind of lurking on their streams to check their progression. Because we got technically I think we only have Cryptics playing and maybe Cthulhu Monster, but I'm not sure about that info though. Let's go make the most amount we can right here. Charcoal itself is gonna be a pretty important resource right now. Oh god, the amount of freaking sticks that I have. Okay, let's turn this back on. Overall the start was pretty funny, because I came like 3 hours earlier. I had to wait a little bit until everyone joins and like set up all their settings. So it was actually kind of fun to see. Let's go make some stick bunches like this. Keep this turned on. Gonna make some cooked steak. Cooked steak. Overall, I don't think that I have anything else to do right now. For now, the progression is gonna be pretty linear. We don't have anything fancy to do apart from collecting whatever we can from the ground and processing it, so... It's kind of sad that I always end up like as a solo player because they all went together to make a big group, and I think there's like one main group of people where there's like Big Jim, Cthulhu, Cryptics, maybe Badger, I'm not sure, but there's like VLO Fast, which seems to be solo too. I actually asked him, but he didn't respond, so it's kind of weird. Might have not seen my message. Or I'm getting ghosted too. That's a probability too. The main problem that I have with my settlement is that the water source is kinda spaced out from the main settlement over there. There's a big reason because I chose the how do you call it, the spring water for the regeneration. I totally forgot about that name. And I didn't take the jug with me to actually replenish my water, to have a way to transport it. It's kind of sad, but whatever, you know. Tend to always forget. Right now the progression is going pretty well, I have to say. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I have like prior knowledge of it. Right now the most important thing right now would be to make a pickaxe and a saw. Already got like 3 copper ingots. Unluckily, I was not able to actually get some tin. I could have maybe skipped the Copper Age and went to the Bronze Age directly, but we're not that lucky. That's kind of sad. Overall, I'm starting to have a lot of trash in my inventory too. It's not ideal. And one of the main things that we have to actually preoccupy ourselves is to plant a ton of these trees. They're gonna run out like pretty quickly, like pretty fast. Fast as hell. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I'll go pay them a visit later. They probably didn't get any waystones that we could technically use to teleport to them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pretty dangerous. It's gonna be, as always, especially on like in this mod pack with TFC, it's gonna be a pretty slow progression, especially if you don't know what you're doing at first. But after we get the pickaxe in like 40 seconds, and maybe the charcoal. Got the loam grass, the charcoal pit finishing. I'm not sure if we should turn on the music though. Not sure about that info. I wanna check some else real quick. We got other people streaming right now. I'm just gonna take their links and link them right here in the chat. That's Cryptics. If you wanna get their perspective. Where's Strider? Where is Strider? Strider. Wait a minute, where's his channel though? I'm unable to find his info. Strider, Twitch, Strider. Oh, he's not streaming on YouTube though. Strider, yep, and we got Strider right here. I'm gonna tune in straight in. Overall, main thing that we have to work on, I think that, wait a second. Oh, it's solidified already? Oh, hell no, that's, oh no. Oh, hell no, I kind of forgot to actually, uh, it was a bad idea to actually let the vessel solidify. I'll not be able to actually use, I'll probably not be able to use the freaking, how do you call it? I forgot the name. What the hell was that name? To use the copper ingot inside as it's solidified, it's pretty bad. Stone tools, I gotta make a javelin if I wanna actually progress through the quests. And overall, I think that it would be a good idea to get a forge right now. A javelin, that's a pretty easy. Is it that easy? Wait a second. Javelin, head. Oh, wait a second. Okay, it's like this. I totally forgot. That's gonna be useful later on. That's it. We got some malachite ingots. That's for copper. But overall, I'm more interested. Charcoal. To smelt ores directly into molds. 1 to 5 cooking speed. To search for charcoal forge. Yeah, that's what I need. Charcoal forge. Oh, wait a minute. It's not in the J menu though. It has to be in the TFC index books, right? Book right here. Where's the? No, that's channels. That's not what I need. Advanced mechanics. Charcoal forge is a device used to heat and melt items. Crucible work that are typically used to heat items. 7 or 8 layers, which then lit. Okay, we gotta get some cobblestone, maybe first. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have to get some cobblestone first. We gotta make the shape around it so it actually works. Just gotta collect rocks as always. Feels like a caveman smashing rocks together. I mean, this is the caveman simulator overall, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, this is a pretty shallow thing. There ain't anything interesting around here though. The only useful thing might be the spring water for this fast regeneration case. Like I said, we got 4 of them. That's technically, I need technically 5 though. Miscounted. That's it. Should be technically enough. Let me check. I'm gonna probably place it right here. Oh, wait a second. I can't. I gotta get a open flat surface or it's not actually gonna be constructed. What do you think, guys? Do you enjoy the stream? Is the audio good? Is the quality properly set up? Is everything actually smooth? I'm looking at the feedback on the screen though. It seems to be pretty smooth. Does not seem to have any major issues. Ah, that's nice. If there's any issues with the audio or like my voice or anything, just let me know. We're gonna just push through progression in whatever way we can for now. I just have a question. Tell me, Jean Dupont, Jean-Marie Dupont. Ask me right away. Yeah, it's still solid. It was a pretty good idea to directly go to the vessel right here. This is the only proper way to actually go through. Right next the saw, the copper saw, will be able to actually make a barrel, and in that barrel we can access leather, but we'll need tannin, and I'm pretty sure that tannin is only from specific type of food. Jean-Marie, ask your question, man. I'm still waiting. Jean-Marie. It's still solid. Wait a second. I did not understand what's the goal. You have to fight the other people on the server. No, not really. It's like a content creator pack where everything is, I mean, everyone is like together. You can technically maybe have enemies and whatnot. It depends on what type of lore you want to have. But there's no like PvP. I mean, and the main motivation is not PvP, it's survival and progression. So yeah, that's the main thing we'll have to focus on. We got some molten copper, that's what we need. Now the main thing, we're gonna get a saw blade. No problem, you're welcome. You're welcome. We got our first tool head right here. We got the saw blade mold full of copper, that's nice. And the last one, a pickaxe, that is probably gonna help us progress. That I technically maybe progress the tools a little bit faster than other people, so I'm pretty happy about this result, honestly. And that's it. Oh my god, that is amazing. That like this is actually a pretty good achievement. We are now technically in the copper age. The main thing that we have to work on later is to actually get some tin and copper veins so that we can progress to bronze directly. We could technically circumvent if I bypass that age, bronze age, to no, we cannot. No, we cannot bypass the bronze age. It's actually not possible right now. But the main thing that we can do now, guess what? Is to make some lumber, man. Some lumber, that is just... This is such a good achievement, holy. Oh my god, that is amazing. Just look at this, holy. Technically this would take like a couple hours to actually achieve, to make a simple chest. We got this maybe like in an hour and a half, which is in my opinion, in my humble opinion, pretty good progression rate right now. At first I kind of died to a skeleton, but kind of rushed through the progression anyway, so it's not that problematic, I would say. But like I said, right now the main goal would be maybe to, I mean, we got some torches. This is gonna be pretty useful. And there's another thing that we'll have to work on is water consumption. We gotta transport some, oh my god, we need string, we don't have that. Okay, that is not doable for now. Oh, but what we're gonna actually attempt is to make leather, as it's a pretty important resource that we'll need, especially for the backpacks. And if I'm not wrong, we got one vessel right here just waiting to be fired. Because technically you can use these vessels, these big vessels, and you can place them in the backpack slot to actually transport them, which is a pretty useful thing, especially in the early game. But the spots, I mean, the number of slots inside of the crucible is kind of small, so the moment that you actually make a backpack, they become obsolete. Like I said, there's a main thing we'll have to work on right here, another vessel. It's gonna be a temporary solution for item storage and transport. If I'm not wrong, the only way to actually get water inside of this would be to wait a little bit for the rain to start. Fired mold and vessel. Wait a sec. Important. I need 3 unfired vessel. Okay, that's pretty important then. Right now, technically, right now, now that we have a chest right here, I can get rid of certain of the items that I have right now. The main thing that I'm wondering about is that no, we don't have enough native copper. Wait a minute, we might have enough copper though. Yeah, we do. We can make another ingot technically. So it might be a good idea to use this chance to maybe make a shovel or a sword, I don't know. Either of them. But we gotta keep the vessel right here and place all of these nuggets inside so that they can actually heat up to the required temperature and go into the vessel. I'm just gonna manage this real quick, the forge and the remaining nuggets that we have. Then we're gonna go search for more copper. I would technically like to avoid the caves, as you can probably hear. There's a ton of mobs, you know. And no, it's not cheating. The free cam is actually allowed. Do not worry. Do not worry, that's not cheating. Overall, like I said, whatever we can collect is welcome. Ooh, yeah, this is something that I don't want to deal with. This is a pretty bad thing. If there's a an exposed cave like this one. Oh, wait a second, there's some malachite. Wait a minute. That is, if you can actually find these small nuggets of malachite, it's a pretty good indication that there might be some malachite ores. But the main issue is that I don't see any veins. That's... Wait a minute. We actually need some strings, so... This is pretty important. We got 2 of them. But I'm not gonna go further. As you can see, the first bar is pretty low. And I don't have a single piece of food on me. I kind of forgot. I forgot to take some pumpkin from the vessel right here. Or I could take... Wait a minute, did I place something that could spoil here? I do not think so. For now, we'll just have to wait. The main problem is that I have to actually pay attention to the vessel right now. I kind of want to make some cooked beef real quick. I could technically... Wait a minute, I could technically... Yeah, we'll need water if I want to make soups though. And we cannot transport water right now. So it's kind of sad, you know. The main thing that we're gonna pay attention to is water right now. Because I'm gonna probably die from thirst if I don't hurry up. Wait a minute, I have some pumpkin pies or something. Not pumpkin pie. But a pumpkin chunk right here. 15 of them. That's perfect. It's gonna replenish the water a little bit, so it's a temporary solution. Yeah, I literally lost like 10% right from the get-go. This is pretty bad. On the map, if we check the map, seems like there's a sea right in front of us. I'm pretty sure this is... Technically we're going west. So west side seems to be an opening to the sea, which is kind of good. It's not that far away, especially when we'll have to actually go search for some fire clay. But before doing that, we'll need probably honey to make a kayak, so that we are able to actually traverse the sea pretty quickly. Okay, that's nice. We're gonna get some ceramic. We're gonna replenish the water. That ceramic jug. And you know what? Oh, wait a second. I don't have a crafting table on me. We can technically make a cane. because these grasses, the tall fiscal grass right here, is actually slowing us down pretty quickly. We have a boar right here. Might be a good idea to hunt something real quick. They can actually provide us with some small hide for the leather later on, so it's pretty important overall. I would say that technically the most important part would be leather and backpacks, but we could technically rush through the progression if we'd be able to find a copper vein. And I have so much spoilable food right here. It's not ideal. I can keep everything else on me. And that's gonna be 240. That's literally, if I'm not wrong, like practically as an ingot. That's not bad at all, but before we go out again, like I said, a wooden can would be a wooden cane. Sorry for mispronouncing it. A wooden. Wait. Oh hell no. We have to actually keep these torches. Oh, never mind. That's the firma craft. They will actually run out at a certain point. Wooden cane, and if we use this one, headlamp can. What was the craft for this? We need some leather, wool cloth. Ah, that's bad. Ah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, for cloth, I mean for wool, that's gonna be kind of far away from reaching that. We got 320 millibuckets in there. That's literally like one. That's like literally just one ingot. Ain't that much, but we're gonna actually use that chance to make what? A shovel would be a good idea technically, but I'm not sure about using copper for that. I would personally say that right now I'm just gonna use all of this for the tool molds right now. A mace, I'm not sure about that. We're gonna technically need a hammer one. Oh, okay, good night, man. Good night. Have a great one. Have a good sleep. Wait a minute. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Wait a second. That's another saw. Ah, there's the rain. That's pretty good. That's actually gonna be helpful for our... It's gonna be pretty helpful in terms of replenishing water in these barrels. That's nice. You can already see them going up. Water levels going up. That's nice. Wait a minute, I think it's not a good idea to only place one mold in there. You know what else we should do? Clay round jar. What the hell is this? That's the first time I'm seeing this one. Gonna make an unfired pot. That's pretty useful anyways. That's a chimney, sorry. What was the craft for this sword? Wait a second. Wait a second. Prospector, javelin. Javelin would be a good call too. Javelin head, mold. Nice. These two are the full of molds, so technically the only other mold that we'll have to technically work on would be... What's the sword one? That's a chisel. I don't need that. A saw. Sword blade. That's the one I need. Okay. It's pretty weird. Did I mess it up? I probably didn't mess it up. That's 4, 4, 4. Okay, never mind. I did not mess it up. And as always, I'm kinda set. Would be a good idea to get a ton of molds for the axes. They do run out pretty quickly, which is kinda sad. Gonna use this instance, this opportunity to actually make the most out of it. Yeah, I need more straws, and that's not gonna be an issue for us. As you can see, that's practically full. A hammer, I'm pretty sure the hammer is gonna be the most important tool that we'll need to add out to our collection too. I don't see any other way. How are you guys? Are you enjoying the stream? Is there any issues? For now, I'm having a great time right now. I never progressed so quickly in this mod pack, so it actually feels great. Like I said, now it should be solid. It is solid, nice. And technically there's even a small mechanic in this game where certain mobs, you can actually deal them blunt damage from a hammer. It does a lot more damage to skeletons. But it does not work that well on zombies. The inverse effect happens with like javelins and swords, so it's actually pretty interesting. Really good mechanic, I would say. Overall, I think that the only thing remaining to do is to fire these. Oh my god. Fire up these crucibles real quick. Oh yeah, the straws, I totally forgot. I'm actually forgetting some of the tasks because I'm kinda hyper focused on the progression itself. Okay, that's nice. Overall, we got the straws. This is nice. That's nice. This one's done too. Pretty good. But as always, we'll need a ton of wood. And after this, technically, I'll just make a bigger charcoal pit. Because technically, the charcoal is gonna run out pretty quickly. Right now, I have a good amount of charcoal in spare. Because I kind of pre-shot everything, so... I'm wondering, is my OBS recording properly? It is recording properly. There does not seem to be any drops in terms of quality or bitrate or anything related to audio volume, maybe? It might be a little bit... I'm pretty sure it might be a little bit too loud though. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. No, seems like it's pretty good. Yeah, it's working pretty well. Never mind, never mind. I was kinda suspicious that it might be low though. Just gotta lower the laptop fan noise though. You can actually hear it a little bit in the background, so it's not ideal. I mean, overall, I don't think we have anything else to do. For the microphone, yep, it's properly set up. Does not seem to have any issue anywhere. That's pretty nice. I'm happy about this. Pretty good result. You know what we should technically do right now is a forge. Was that a forge? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a forge. I was thinking about a primitive anvil though. Might be the best call right now. I just gotta get rid of the extra wood that I have on me. That's it. Right now we got some copper, still some copper in there. You know what we're gonna do? I know what we're gonna do. Technically, we can use the molten gold to make some rose gold. And that rose gold... What? Did they remove the... Oh my god, it actually... What? Oh hell no, I think he... No, he didn't remove it. Nice, okay, never mind. Wait a minute, but we'll need some... that's pretty bad. Here's the problem. I need to find a small amount of copper so that we'll be able to make some rose gold. From that rose gold we can make, technically, forge some plates. Wait a minute, we cannot make... Yeah, we can make plates. From these double plates, double ingot plates, we can make simple plates, gold plate right here. And from that one, we can weld them to make double rose gold plates. Oh no, wait a minute, wrong one. From the rose gold plates, you can actually... Yeah, you can actually make a rose gold spade or a hammer, which has a proper, pretty good durability and mining speed. And that's gonna help us bypass a ton of things. Because technically, when you start, bronze and copper, all that is not that great, I would say. So it means that if you're actually able to kind of bypass the requirements of using copper... Okay, Vortex was actually saying something. For now, technically the only thing that I have to work on is to find some copper. I know that a good indication that there should be some malachite not far away from us, a vein of malachite, would be the fact that we found a ton of malachite, native copper nuggets somewhere, if I'm not wrong. So it's a pretty good indication that there's some copper veins not far away. We got the home marked right there. I don't need to worry then. We could technically dig straight down, which would be kind of dangerous, but if I'm actually able to find the... Wait a minute, can we make ladders though? It would be yeah, we can make ladders with sticks. Yeah, you can. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a perfect opportunity. Wait a second. You know why it's a perfect opportunity for us? Because if we're able to find a pretty big cave under our base, it's gonna help us gather the materials, the metals pretty quickly. Got the barrel. Yeah, they're filling up slowly but surely. I'm pretty sure that the main overall goal... I should fix myself. What the hell is happening to my sound? Wait a second, I cannot hear anything. That's kind of weird. Okay, it was just my headset. Seems like it has some amount of problems with the physical connection, so it tends to disconnect sometime, unluckily. I gotta change the jack extension. There's no other way to actually fix that issue without doing that. So I have a pretty bad idea in mind, and that bad idea is gonna be the fact that we can dig straight down hopefully won't be crushed by something or killed by something, hopefully. Main issue that... Wait a second, I did not fire these. No, I didn't. Wait a second. That's actually pretty stupid. Just wasting time without starting them. Now need water anyways. Let's make a fire starter again. And for now, everything related to like more complex items like a fire starter, they are kind of locked behind steel, if I'm not wrong. Flint and steel, which is technically in the name. Yeah, I gotta make steel, and that's gonna take a ton of time, like hours and hours. I'm just gonna fire everything real quick. That's nice. The main thing that I want to work on right now would be to check underground. We might be able to actually get lucky a little bit and find something interesting. And for this occasion, I'm just gonna go down by a 1x2. It's a little bit less risk to actually, if I want to survive. Let me just change the order of my tools. Technically, it's gonna show us if the block under the limestone, if there's any block right under, because the name of the block is gonna change to... Wait a second, I forgot to do something for the stream. Interface scale real quick. It's gonna be better for people watching. It's actually gonna turn from raw limestone to hardened one, so it would have maybe been a good idea to technically go into the caves right next to us first, but whatever. I'm just gonna drink some water real quick. I can hear a ton of mobs around us, which is technically a good indication. I mean, zombies are not really that dangerous. It's just like the skeletons with the javelin. They have the freaking spears and can throw them so many times. And we're actually playing in hard mode, so technically their aim is better. They tend to miss rarely. Yeah, for now it's gonna be kinda slow. I have to actually admit it. This is not the the most important or like fun activity to do, but it's pretty much required if you want to progress. Main thing that I'm worrying about is that I didn't make some support beams. If we actually want to survive any type of roof collapse or like cave-in, I really need to make... how do you call it? I forgot the name. There was a specific name for that. Beam, support. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, wait a minute, we need logs. Oh no. Kinda forgot that cannot use the lumber for that. I only have like a copper axe and it's gonna run out pretty quickly, like hella quick. It's hella fragile, as you can already see. Lost like 20% just from that. too many sticks, man. Holy. Is this all? Why am I lagging like that? What the hell is happening? There seems to be something loading around these chunks. Yeah, we got a ton of... Oops. We got a ton of logs. And it's pretty good for the long run. With the saw, I need to actually... Yep, that's nice. But another pretty important thing is that I'm gonna fill this pit with logs. Okay, is this all filled up? Yep, they're all filled up. So now technically the only thing remaining would be to cover them with dirt. That's gonna be a good amount of coal right there. Where's my fire starter? Did I throw it out? No, I probably just placed it on the ground right here. Yep, I did. Oh, nice. Okay, they're actually progressing too. That's it. That's perfect. We're good to go. The only thing that I have to get rid of would be the freaking logs that I have now. And sticks. We have too many of them. Pretty sure that we cannot... Oh, we can fuse the tools together. Never mind. Kind of wrong I was. Overall, we have a couple support beams. That's nice. The only way to actually make some gravity-proof, cave-in proof blocks would be to make bricks, but these bricks require us to make mortar. And if I'm not wrong, mortar is not that cheap to make. Oh, wait a second. I think it's just sand that you have to keep in a barrel or something. Why am I lagging so much around here? Like, there's 20... Okay, I know why I'm lagging. It's due to all these trees, man. Look at this amount of trees. It's a dense forest. It's really dense. I'm gonna cut down a couple of these trees real quick. And we're good to go back to our mining session. Whenever I can, I'm actually gonna terraform this. But for now, I'll just have to wait. And you know what? What else is pretty important that I forgot to work on? Is the barrels. We'll need a ton of water anyway, so having some passive water generation just sitting in the background right here. I mean water collection, not generation, but collection technically. I found it underground. Yep, they're progressing. I don't know which achievements are those. It's probably everything related to apotheosis and maybe dead soul something. I forgot the mod name. We got more molds. That's perfect. As you can see, they're all done. Nicely done, nicely cooked. All solidified. Okay. This pot could be technically used with the with that fire pit right here. We could technically make soups and have a better nutritional value, as you can mix like different elements. You can get vegetables, fruit, protein in the same one, so it can actually buff your health, max health points. The main issue is that we don't have that much variety of like food overall, so for now we'll just have to wait. Overall, I'm just gonna store 2 logs right here. That's nice. And as always, I have too many sticks with me. I'm pretty sure that in the long run, we'll need a lot more support beams if we actually wanna survive underground. Which ain't a easy task. I have to actually call it out. It's a pretty hard task. You have a ton of chance to just die from different mobs there. I just wanna, right before we go underground, I just wanna check if we have some clay right here. Yep, we have some clay. Let's go collect this real quick. Because some of these quests, I just wanna push them through so that they are not locked behind. Unsupported might collapse. Could we maybe get a raw one right here? It's gonna be... wait a minute, I'm pretty sure that limestone is not actually usable as a forge. Terraform raw stone... sedimentary. If I'm not wrong, and I might be wrong, yep, you cannot actually make a forge out of this one, because you can technically punch one of these rock types. I think it's like denser rock types that you can actually use as a anvil, but right now we don't have that, so it's such a shame. Like I said, I just need to work on the quests. Oh my god, I missed that one. That's it, we got 3 unfired vessels. That's done. Prospector pick, that's... I'm not sure that it's gonna be useful for us. I tend to never use that, like, actually. I tend to just like push through caves to find all the ores that I need. So prospector pick mold. Prospector, wait a second. This one... Oh, they're killing each other. What? Cryptics. What is happening? Did they kill each other by yeah, they did kill each other by accident. Whoa. Oh my god. I hate this so much, especially these freaking skeletons, man. Skeletons with freaking javelins, and they might even have like bronze javelins, which they do a ton of damage. That is... okay, that's the basic rock pick. Inspection pick. Nice. We got through these quests pretty quickly. That's not bad at all. I cannot store the clay right here. Yeah, I gotta reduce their freaking the stream sound of the other guys, as it's tend to actually kind of scare me. They have like creeper sounds behind, so it's not a good idea. Gonna run their stream in a lower resolution to actually not make my stream lag. Here's the thing. We will technically need some, how do we call that? If we use the water in a barrel, we take lime water. That's what we'll need. Lime water is actually used for soaking hide, making mortar, and for that we need some flux and lime, which are easily... we can actually easily make it technically. This can be actually crushed, but that's gonna give us flux, and flux is not... flux is used, never mind. Flux is actually used as a ingredient for that. That's perfect then, man. That's amazing. Did I throw out my stone hammer? Did I? Actually, interesting. To make a quern, we need some hardened gabbro, smooth dolomite, and I need a freaking chisel. Oh my god, seriously. Oh my god, that's pretty bad. Yeah, we really have to find some copper if we want to progress. I really wanted to not use our copper hammer for this, but hell with it. Hell with it. We're just gonna progress like this. We got some lime water. 2 barrels of lime water. That should be enough. So here's the thing. Overall, we're just pushing through whatever we can. That's enough for me. Wooden cane already done. Oh hell nah, we actually pushed through the freaking quest too rapidly and I'm not able to get the rewards. Oh no. Suffering from success. I cannot actually retrieve the reward for actually the pickaxe tool that I made. Oh my god. Such a shame. Such a shame, man. I really have to go drink if we really want to survive. Okay, yeah, my keyboard should not be that loud when I'm playing. Test. Okay, what the hell is happening? Why is my microphone volume going down a little bit? Eight decibels added. That's nice. This should be technically enough. Okay. Now it seems to be in a better shape. You should be able to actually hear my voice a little bit better. I mean, a little bit more louder. Here's the thing. I do not want to go into the caves right now, as it's pretty dangerous. Like, not just dangerous, but we're actually in a higher difficulty, so it's not the best idea to go underground right now. The main thing that we could... What did I hear? Okay, that's musk. The main thing that we should technically pay attention to is to find a copper vein somewhere. And this spot seems to be pretty good if I want to check the mountains around us, the exposed rocks. And it would be... We got some magnetite right here. Let's use this good chance to magnetite. Let's find that we found some magnetite. Mark this spot for later. Oh, we got another... Okay, that's wild. We got another freaking spring water right there. That ain't bad at all. Okay. It might be a bad idea to not... Okay, I probably didn't... Would have been a good idea to take a workbench with me. Crafting table. And I'm gonna use this change to make more ladders. You never know where we can end up. No, wait, there are like finding freaking chest plates and things in these freaking minecarts. I don't know how they're doing that. Like, they actually maybe like stumble across like 10 different minecarts at this point. It's just wild. And next important item that we have to craft is specifically a shield. If we actually want to survive in the long term. I can tell you that they're pretty much required. And especially due to the fact that the vanilla ones... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm talking, so they're actually got the aggro pretty quickly on me. Kinda makes sense. If you didn't know, there's the voice chat mod installed too, so that the players and like content creators can talk to each other in the game in a immersive way, you know. But not only that, the mobs can actually hear you. So there's an integration that actually makes it possible for mobs to hear us. So when I'm talking to the stream like this, they actually hear us, and they might aggro us from a longer distance, you know. This is not the best thing that I'm doing. That's limonite. That's not what I need technically. Yeah, so here's the thing. In this terrain generation with TFC, there's some like caverns like these caves, small caves, full of water. And there tend to be a huge dead end at the end. What the hell, why did I take some damage? Okay. The freaking player model was having a seizure. It was spamming in and out. Why not? Limonite, I'm gonna take that. It's actually not that important right now, as it's pretty much for cast iron. The main thing that we'll have to really work on is maybe push to a kayak so that we're able to go southeast to a hotter and less humid biomes for like red clay. Oh my god. Oh my god. There was a sleeping cyber. Doof. I'm not dying here. I'm not dying here. I'm hella not dying here. Oh my god. Okay. You gotta be careful. Oh, there's some ducklings. Nice. Oh, you can actually feed. Oh, I didn't know that. Are they following me now? What? Oh no, they are not following us. Okay, never mind. Whew. They actually kind of scared me. You know what would be the best choice? The best thing to do right now is to go back to the spring water and regenerate the entire health bar. If we stumble across another mob, I'm just gonna get one shot. I don't actually pay attention and play this safely. I gotta remind that we are literally like 1,200, around 1,200 blocks far from spawn. So if I die, as you might imagine, I'll have to walk like 1,000 blocks back. Okay, let's go regenerate. These spring waters are such a useful feature, man. The regeneration speed is pretty good, especially when you move around in there. I can see a surface oil over there. It might be a good way to actually find a cave underground, because technically you can go inside of the oil and swim down. Nope, I'm not interested in that. It seems pretty much a bad idea. I have to avoid talking so loud. They can actually hear me. And we're gonna get the hell out of here now, because I'm not risking fighting against freaking skeletons. I have nothing. I have all to lose but nothing to win. Oh my god, yeah, it's just another side of the cave. Why did I not think about it? Yeah, it's such a weird thing that I'm not able to find a copper vein. I tend to find a ton of them, like, actually. I mean, in the other world, like in the one that I'm actually making my videos on, the solo world that I have, there's technically... I used to find a ton of these freaking copper veins. Okay, I don't need to worry about... I don't need to worry about creepers right now. It's technically not the best thing that I'm... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this is a perfect thing that I'm doing. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is actually amazing. We found some malachite. And this is... What the hell? Is that magnet? Is that... No, that's oil sand. Okay, well, I don't really care about this though. Technically the oil sand, you can process it, but it's like a later stage of the game, so... I'm just gonna make this spot inaccessible to the mobs, as they might spawn around the corner. And I wanna avoid dying to a freaking mob right now. You know what we're gonna do is extend these beams like that and get all the malachite that we can. I would hope that we're able to maybe get like 10 ingots from this source of this vein of malachite. Okay, that's pretty nice. One by one. Yeah, these step height boots modifier with that modifier are kind of annoying. Like I said earlier, especially when you're walking around, they are such a nightmare. Especially when mining and building. Okay, might trigger collapse. You know, that's the moment where you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing, because we are in a cave and you don't want to die from a collapse, as it tends to actually kill you from like 2 shots, especially with the fact that I don't have any armor piece on me. So I would imagine that right now we should have like minimum got 2.5. That's 3. 3.5. Okay, we have like 4 ingots at this point, around 4 ingots. A rough estimate, but 4 ingots already. And wait a second, I forgot about a small detail. So, it was a bad idea. So, technically in this mod pack you can actually make torches by using the sticks and right-clicking them. As you can see, the veins are pretty big. They tend to actually be kind of dispersed around. It's gonna be a good amount of effort and patience to mine all this malachite, especially for a freaking copper pickaxe, and I'm pretty sure that this is like slower than the vanilla iron pickaxe, so it's worse than the vanilla options that we had. Here, as you can see, we are starting to actually pile up on 1.5, 1.7, 1.7, that's 2.4, 4.4, that's 4.4, that's 5.1, 5.1, 7.1, yeah, that's 7 ingots. 7 ingots, okay. I was expecting a little bit more, I can't lie. It's just 7 ingots from that. Technically, if we actually wanna... Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Rose gold hammer. If we wanna make the rose gold hammer, that requires a file. File, copper file, nope. Rose gold file. That would require us... I'm pretty sure it's actually not accessible right from the get-go. You have to actually make a copper anvil or bronze one. I don't remember properly, but we could technically be able to make a file from a cheap material. Bronze, I'm pretty sure that is gonna require... Yeah, that requires a tier 2 anvil. No, we can actually circumvent bronze and go to rose gold directly, which is a pretty good thing. We are technically done here. We should be able to go back to the base, use the small pile of gold that I had, and okay, can use the small amount of gold that I have to make some rose gold. I'm pretty sure like we had 8 ingots, which would be maybe like, yeah, we can make like minimum 8 rose gold ingots, which is pretty good amount. Main issue is that we gotta find more gold. Yeah, that's bad news because it tends to be kind of deep in the deepest part of the map, in caves especially. I tend to find gold veins near like lava lakes, which would kind of make sense, you know. I'm just gonna circle around a little bit and we're gonna go back to the base. I want to avoid these dense forests as they tend to have like bears sleeping on the ground somewhere, like somewhere hidden away. So it's always a bad idea to go into the unknown with a small amount. I mean, with no amount of protection. I just have like I just have like boots, and that's all. That's not ideal. Welcome to everyone. Can see some people joining time to time. Should be pretty interesting. Concurrent. Okay, it's been a couple minutes that there was no one. Chat rate, views. Okay, there's some people tuning in, but not that many watching, which is kind of sad, but whatever, you know. It's wait a second. Copyright 200%. 200%, that's copper. What the hell is this? What the? No way. We'll have to go through this freaking mod now? Yeah, that's a brand new mod. Yeah, you have to actually crush it down. We are not... Yeah, we'll not be able to actually process the copyright, so anyways, we just gotta find some gold and copper veins whenever we can. I mean, anyways, we technically have a good amount of... I mean, anyways, we have a good amount of materials right now that we can actually process. Let's go get rid of some of these things that I have. I might have taken too many support beams. That's pretty sad. So I gotta get this thing out real quick and get all the charcoal. But before that, you know what we should do? Fire this up again. And technically from forging? Oh, okay. I was expecting that we already had done that. Never mind. We're gonna start by the normal malachite chunks that we have right there. I'm gonna use this opportunity to smelt down all the copper that we have right now. It would be a good idea to make a ton of... how do we call it? Oh, you cannot repair that, seriously? Okay. You cannot fuse them together. It's pretty sad. So, I was about to say, it would be a good idea to smelt down all the copper that we have right now, and a pretty important thing to do would be to actually make some molds, ingot molds especially, to store all the metals that we're gonna accumulate. Overall, just gotta get some wood right here. This should have melt it down. It did. Nice. It's gonna slowly melt down. And we're gonna accumulate all the copper ingots that we can. While this is working, this is actually burning. We gotta get some clay. And with that clay, I'll have to make more ingot molds. And these ingot molds, I'll have to process them right away. Okay, this is pretty nice. Let's go search for some clay, as need a ton as always. There's a couple of caves around us, but they don't seem to have anything interesting. That's pretty bad. I wanna drink real quick and refuel our jar. I'm pretty sure that there should be a spot with some clay around here, no? Am I imagining things? No, I'm not imagining things. This is the spot. But I probably collected everything. Okay. Okay. I want to check what's happening on their stream. Seems like everyone is slowly progressing. Yep. Seems like it. Okay, this is pretty nice. We got all the clay that I could from this spot. It's technically not gonna be enough, but for now it should suffice. I should probably join a team, because honestly I don't think it's the best call right now to do the solo play. Would have been a good idea to search for a team. I'll probably play like for maybe like an hour or two solo, and then we're gonna join a team. I think it's gonna be a good call. Vortex actually recommended me to join Lord of the Manor, and I'm not sure, was it Strider? No, it was not Strider. It was Monstrous Badger. Was that one? Yeah, it was Monstrous Badger and Lord of the Manor. Manoir. Okay, I'm losing so much health. What the hell? Yeah, that's a ton of damage. Let's go process everything that we can. Oh, you got this. What the hell, man? From where the hell did he come from? Oh, that was wild. Where the hell did he come from? Let's shell. Whoa! What the hell is happening? Why is there so many zombies coming. MSG monstrous. What the hell is happening? Why is there so many freaking zombies? Why did they take so much damage? What the hell? I'm taking so much damage. What the hell? What the hell? Got a low fast. Accept, yes, I want to accept the friend invitation. I'm just gonna join the Gravitas voice channel for now. Whoever wants to join, I'm in all the mods voice channel. Gravitas Sue. Kinda makes sense, we're playing Gravitas Sue, so. Right now we got 800. That's a pretty good amount. 800, that's nice, that's pretty nice. That is amazing. The hell is happening, boys? Okay. Okay, that's nice. 1000. I'll have to actually set up a proper multi-stream later on. Might be a good idea. Okay, that's nice. This is 1248. That's pretty nice. Like I said, the main thing that we have to actually pre-shot is the where's the ingot mold? What the hell? Okay, I just missed it. Whatever, man, whatever. Okay, that's nice. Let's go actually properly fill up everything that we can. They're at 3179. 3179. Badger 3174. 5, 79, and minus 236. They're pretty far, holy. 1700 blocks, it's pretty far, holy. Okay, I'm on his stream. It's gonna be actually pretty helpful to see everyone's perspective a little bit, so just gonna keep it this way. Yeah, it's slowly heating up, slowly but surely. Main thing that we have to work on right now is to get some more wood. 3 days remaining for the trees to actually grow. That's nice. Up. This is perfect. Okay, that is pretty good. Ah, it's so annoying that the freaking copper axe is such a fragile tool. It breaks so fast, man. Might chop down like 10 trees maybe. And you have to make another one. I'm kind of used to having a magnet on me to actually automatically collect all the items on the ground, but right now we're in the primitive age. We really don't have access to that. I have to wait a little bit. Let's go plant whatever we can. They're all gonna be used later on, so. Okay, that's nice. As always, we need a ton of straws. That's gonna be one of the main resources that we'll have to always collect. The straws are pretty easy to get, especially from these tall grasses, but tend to run out pretty quickly. Let me a quick second. I think it might be a good idea to check something on OBS. I seem to have a small issue. Should be able to fix it pretty quickly, but still. That's pretty nice. Let's light them up real quick. Nice. One by one. Ah, already broke. You can actually see the temperature too, on the bottom right. Closer you are to the fire, harder it gets. Yep, that seems to be in good shape. What? What is this? Overall, that vessel is hot enough, and we should technically be able to make a sword an axe. And technically, it might be a good idea to make some. So, if I want to make some rose gold, I'll need probably like around 10 ingots, which we do not have. What was the gold, rose gold? What was the ratio that I have to respect? It's minimum 1 to 3 of them. Okay. That is doable then. Wait a minute. I can actually do that. That would be like around 9 of them. We could technically melt all 9 of the gold ingots to make some rose gold. Just have to melt it inside of a vessel and we'll be able to use it. Right now, the only thing that I have to work on would be to make an axe, to use the axe head, sword head, and maybe ingot too. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's literally what we need anyway. So shovel, axe, saw, javelin. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the javelin one. Don't want to waste the materials for that. Copper. It's such a slow process, especially with this vessel. Oh my god, wait a minute, it's 288. That's expensive. Got some gold right here. It's solid, so gotta make this a little bit harder. The main thing is that I'll they solidified already. Why I cannot set up my OBS properly? Copper from, and gotta get another ingot so that we can have a proper ratio. Okay, nice. Have to keep both of them pretty hot. Nice. That's hot enough. I'll have to heat the copper back up. Just gonna heat it back up and we're gonna actually pour it in the vessel full of gold. Wait a minute, no. What the hell is happening? Wait a minute, we have a small issue. Because technically for gold, I have to actually finish melting everything. Yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit though. Ah, hell no. I have to restart my stream probably. Okay, it's practically done. That's the main thing that is kind of annoying, especially at the start where you have to actually manually forge everything. Melt, I mean, alloy. Now we should be able to actually pour in maybe, I'm just gonna try with one ingot at first. Technically the ratio should be good. Yeah, I'll just have to wait a little bit. What the hell is happening to my freaking screen again? Yeah, that's only 10%. Yeah, I was pretty sure that we would need a second one. I was right. Rose gold solid. Nice. We got like 10 ingots of it. Technically, if I want to make the rose gold mining hammer, it's 6 plates, but a plate is... Wait a minute. Oh yeah, if I use an anvil, I actually have to... Oh, tier 1. Yeah, we cannot use that right now. Yeah, we're not able to actually jump over this. Yeah, that's the main issue. Can technically make rose gold tools though, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, you cannot pour it. You'll have to actually work. Oh my god, yeah, you have to work that. You have to work that with an anvil. Not ideal. Okay, whatever. Mm. Yeah, overall, I don't think we're... Sycamore. I feel so alone, man. Progression is so slow, especially when you're playing solo like this. Whatever. Tends to happen, you know? Now, that is done. Oops. For a backpack, if we really want to make that, I need some leather, and that leather is required to be actually clean for a tannin. Tannin is actually chestwood, Douglas, hickory, maple, oak. We technically had some oak, sequoia, birch, chestnut. Yeah, I need to... I do have some Douglas right here, I do. But let's go make more tannin though. Would be a good idea. Let's go use this opportunity to actually make a ton of tannin while we can. And then we're gonna start to actually make a backpack. I'll try to make a couple of them too. Not that. Why is there so many freaking zombie villagers? That is wild. I'm kind of lost right now. We technically started to actually accumulate some logs, why not? Some rose gold, but technically with that liquid rose gold we cannot really do anything about it right now. That's the problem we have, right? Oh my god. I kinda sacrificed like 10 copper ingots. That's not ideal. I need to find some tin though. You know what? You know what I should do? I should probably continue the cave that I was trying to make. The cave. The ladder down the cave I was trying to make. I can hear you. I forgot about the group settings in the voice mod. Hello. I was not expecting this. So yeah, like I said, me, myself, and I. At first, I was thinking, yeah, I was like literally like expecting people to actually play like in smaller groups, like by two or something. And then I checked the streams, like there was like two groups, only two groups. I was like, what the? Yeah, yeah. uh, yeah, yeah. I got ambushed by one. Yeah, I didn't like that. They hit heavy too, do a lot of damage. Yeah, I just have to finish making a backpack, and then I'm on the move because I have a couple things at my base. I don't want to actually uh, l- leave them behind. Yeah. Y- mm, Yeah. I gotta say it's a pretty special experience, but a pleasant one. Right before you get to Greg Tech, uh, y- the problem is that you have to balance out doing too much Greg Tech and other mods because I had the unpleasant surprise of like burning out when I specialized in Greg Tech for a couple like dozens of hours. I was actually burning out. It's such a like repetitive tasks of doing like different ingredients. They tend to have like 800 ingredients for like one single item. So yeah, yeah. At first it's gonna be pretty interesting. I know that I was addicted to it. Honestly, it's pretty interesting. And yeah, it's a love and hate relationship, you know. Like you tend to actually play it too much, you burn out, and then you go to play another game or I don't know, another mod pack, and it does not scratch the itch you have in your brain, you know. Like it's not that challenging. It's not that challenging, you know. And you want to come back, so it's gonna happen that you might burn out, come back a month after, play like for like a month or two, burn out, and it's gonna cycle like that. Welcome, Cthulhu. Yeah, tends to happen. I know that I got to IV stage, and brother, it's a long grind, a long grind. Yeah. Got a ton bow. There's a boar. No. Yeah. Drums. Yeah. Hey, how are you? That's nice. I saw you people had a yeah, I saw you had a pretty good progression, like early progression with these freaking minecart chests. Yeah, yeah. I was like so envious. I was like, what the hell you can get from get so much loot from these? Yeah, I said that. Oh, nice. I got pretty lucky. I got like a couple. I got. No, that's wild. Hide? You could take. Yeah, someone could technically go back to the spawn and place a waystone. It would work too. Yeah, but yeah, not really. Ah. Mm, mm. I have two in spare, but you'll have to wait a little bit. The first freaking copper vein that I find is a small one, like really small. Gave me like maybe 4 or 5 ingots. Such a shame. Well, nice. Some bismutite. I saw a couple interesting additions with copperate. The spider's right here. Nice. Oh. Okay, did the hide finish? Bruh. Nice. Lime water. I gotta make more of this. Sheepskin. What? Okay. Can get wool. I'll need a spindle. Why not? Medium hide. Small hide. Up. Water. Up. Yeah, I wasted a ton of gold due to that. I did not realize that I'll actually need an anvil for the rose gold. I was trying to make a rose gold hammer. A mining hammer. A rose gold one. But I did not realize the anvil would be required. No. 5 minutes, okay. 6 minutes. So technically for the backpack I have strings. I should have. Oh, and I have 2 of them. Oh. Mr. Smart Guy. A billow. I know. You have to. Yeah. Yep. Oh, he found a pyramid. Damn. Damn. No way. Yeah, you got. No, no, technically I don't think it works. You have to actually discover the waystone. You have to right click on it. Because I have like a waystone that I placed down and I can't see anyone else's. Might be because I'm not in the team. I don't know. Yeah. He got 25. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Only 3 minutes remaining. No, I just said I just gotta wait like 3 minutes to get the large prepared hide done in the tannin. So the backpack is not too far away. I'll just need to actually get some iron or copper to improve them. I'll try to make a couple of them. Yeah. In my opinion, it's one of the most important item that you have to get there early. So yeah. Technically, I mean it depends. It's 10 to 35%, so you can go maybe like a little bit more. Uh, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. That's the wrong ratio. I'm talking about rose gold. Oh, rain. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Ah. Per biome. Mm, I don't think it's localized. Oh, it's not the case. What? Oh. Yeah, probably a kayak, maybe, but maybe maybe the kayak first might be a good idea. I mean, you can technically just pop down a couple beehives and pray that they get populated. No, that's wild. Okay. The main thing that we have to work on a little bit more is literally the spindle. Now, backpack. Nah, that is wild. Slowly, the progress is going pretty well right now, like pretty fast. All the amount of items that we actually have right now. And for the remain, and overall we just have to okay guys, I'm on my way. Got 2 backpacks and now I can join you. Got a ton of things from my base, so I'm on my way. Yep. 3,000. Oh, I found their base. Okay. I was wondering who claimed here. I found their base. Okay. I was wondering why there was a claim here. Yeah, hero. Hmm. Integrated. Well, it might not be in game. I mean, seems like Yeah, I think the best idea right now would be just to destroy all the population of alpaca. They actually can drop a ton of sheepskin, so... Wait a second, let's just hide. Oh, no, you can get wool with it too. Never mind. That's perfect. I found the first one. Ooh. Oh, that's native copper. I've been searching for native copper for like hour, and I'm on the way to join you guys. I found a vein. That's no nice. Never. How much was required for like the first anvil, the copper anvil? How many ingots? I don't remember. 14. Oh, oh okay. Perfect then. What? Hello, people. I'm finally here after 2000 blocks practically. Oh my god, the amount of gold. Holy. That's wild. Could I join the team? Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, the waystone. The hell happened? Mm, no. No. Are you serious? Am I blind? Okay. I was not expecting it to be so sneaky though. Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's go. Finally. That's amazing. Now I gotta empty my inventory. Where do we store the food? I have like maybe 100. Check this one out, Cthulhu. Yeah, I gotta sort everything. It tends to happen. I got a ton of sheepskin. That's pretty good. A ton of sheepskin. That's nice. No. Oh, is this one dark? Okay. Oh my god, I had another large vessel with with meat in it. Got if anyone needs string, I got like 3 stacks of them, so we will be good for some other time. Gotta find a source of water if I want to survive. See ya. See ya. Okay, okay. See ya. Okay, well, seems like I'll be the one remaining. Maybe 24 more hours. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like playing, but do I play more? That's the question. It's 5 a.m. here. That's the question. I do not know. I honestly did some good progress, but I don't want to rush everything. And I know that if I start like this, I tend to rush through the stages too quickly. Yeah, yeah, I'll try to avoid building because it's gonna be a massacre if I do so. If I do that, I'll let the building site to someone else. Not a good idea. That's why I tend to show a minimum amount of building in my videos too, so there's a good reason. I kinda sad that they didn't find any cast iron. It would have been useful. The only way to get that would be to make a furnace. But yeah, kinda stuck here. I'm wondering why if they had so much copper, why didn't they make an anvil? I'm wondering about that. I think I'll work on the anvil then. Oh, they didn't even set that up. Okay. I was okay, never mind. Okay, they didn't. I think I'll start by doing that first. Yeah, Cryptic's dying from first. Did I place the freaking vessel with oh, it was rose gold in it, not copper. Unlucky. I can hear him in the background. It was actually kind of funny to see so many people streaming at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. Some exposure, yeah. Yeah, it needs a ton of exposure. Still gotta edit the next video that I have to make. Still so much work to do. I mean, I have a ton of content in stock just like sitting there, but it's such a hassle to de-rush like dozens of hours. Okay, okay. No problem, no problem. See you and have a good night. I'll probably try... Okay, okay. I'll try to avoid pushing too much for the stages because I don't wanna... I don't wanna do that. I'm kinda jobless right now, so I have all the free time that I need compared to people playing on the server. Yeah. Yeah. Probably do that. Thank you. You too. See ya. Bum. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. We have a ton of work to do. Overall, right now, the thing that I really want to work on would be to advance the charcoal forge right here. The best thing to actually get working on right now is the charcoal forge and maybe the anvil. I don't see any other way, so anvil would require us to make double plates, and these double plates are made through... Okay, it's double plates. These double plates will have to weld them. Welding will require us to actually heat them up, every single one of them. Okay, I would, if we are starting to do that, I would personally prefer to actually start by setting two of them next to each other. I need some stone. I just need the rocks. I'm not sure if chalk is actually usable for this. We'll check. Welcome, welcome. I can see that someone joined the stream. We're starting to actually probably make an anvil, a copper anvil. I'll try to avoid rushing too much through the stages, because technically when people are not connected, it's not the best idea to rush through the stages without their their knowledge of that happening. I really want to push through the stages and like the progression, but it's not the best thing to do. I'm pretty sure that chalk is not actually usable for to make a anvil. Pretty sure about that. If we check the hammer, let's try to smash it. Nope, does not work. It's kind of sad, but whatever. We have to actually find a type of rock that would be a little bit more dense and solid than chalk. Chalk. I'm not sure what other. Wait a second. Sorry. I wanted to check if I'd be able to open the blaze map to check if there's any other rock formation anywhere. Yeah, it's only chalk every. Okay. So here's the problem. Okay, basalt would have been actually be usable for the anvil. Issue is that there's no basalt anywhere. Basalt. I don't know how you pronounce that. Probably should go a little bit more east, northeast. Technically, to make the copper anvil, it's not gonna be that hard. We just have to kind of stockpile the charcoal, as we don't have that much remaining. Yeah, I only have like 17 of them. Not ideal, not ideal. I'm pretty sure that gabbro is literally usable. Nice. Got some raw gabbro, that's nice. So that should technically be able to be used as an anvil. Tier 0 anvil. If I remember correctly. Okay. Got a couple of them. It's pretty nice. Just get a couple of them. Like 4 or 5 maybe. 5 would be a good amount. And this raw type of rock is actually used for other crafts too, if I'm not wrong. So it's always a good idea to have some in spare. Just gotta go back to the base. Okay, there's no one remaining on the server. It feels pretty solid. Well, solid. I mean the solitude. I can feel the solitude I meant. I'm starting to actually be tired, kinda, so. Oof. I'll just finish that and maybe go sleep after. I don't really want to destroy my sleeping schedule cycle too much. Oh, nice. We got the first one. But here's the thing. I need something for the anvil. I'll have to wait until the resource pack. It's not 4 AM, it's 5 AM practically. So I think you kind of understand why I'm tired. I gotta say, I was not expecting to play that much, but I mean, the server opened at like midnight 30, past 30, so it was kind of late for me. But overall, it was a pretty interesting journey. I was kind of surprised that people would make two big groups like that, and I ended up solo like the in the beginning. And and I gotta say that the other players did get kind of really lucky. They were able to actually find a ton of ingots, a pyramid, what else? Like mine carts full of freaking stuff, loot. It was just wild to look at. It's actually just wild. I don't know why the game is actually taking so much time to reload that the resource pack. It's wild. It's actually wild. That's the first time that it took. What the hell is happening? Hopefully it won't crash. Rather, why is it taking so much time? They found a ton of minecarts. Yeah, they did. They found like maybe like dozens of them. It was actually surprising because I've been playing the mod pack for some amount of time. I never stumbled across like so much loot in these minecarts and so many of them, which is kind of surprising. I think I'll have to restart the game. I don't see any other way. It seems that it froze permanently and does not want to restart. I'll have to restart it. Let me a quick second. It's a quick second. There was a couple people that joined the stream earlier. I mean earlier. That was like maybe an hour. Yeah, it was like an hour. Yep, I see 2 hours at this point. I did not realize I was streaming for like already 3 hours. Okay, that's actually surprising. Yeah, I was not expecting them to actually push through the resources like that. They got minecarts with like different items, and like a couple items with affixes on it from Apotheosis with proper modifiers too. That was actually surprising. I was more expecting people to find like pyramids, but not minecarts. Like, I mean, I've played like this mod pack in solo for like hundreds of hours. Never stumbled across so many of them. I think it just started from a mine shaft, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember, but I was lurking on their stream. It's taking so much time, holy. Ah, finally. Ah, seems like 2 cans of Red Bull actually helped me to stay alive for so much amount of time. I'm kind of starting to become kind of slow. Speech is getting impaired a little bit. Probably just finish the anvil and I'll just go after, or maybe even try to use the rose gold that I acquired earlier. I don't want to actually just let it sit there without getting used. Like I said, the charcoal I did run out pretty much. Why is it freezing so much? What the hell is happening? So, like I said, 2 cans. Yeah, kind of. But I mean, I'm pretty happy that it's not that powerful, you know. I'm pretty sure that if you actually drink maybe a tablespoon of like coffee, like simple coffee is probably a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not no, not really, does not affect that much. I gotta say that I don't know why, but caffeine and like overall, not only caffeine, but like Red Bull and everything that has some type of stimulant like that tends to actually make me steadier instead of like shaking. Let's go make some flux. When they're gonna reach the welding point, I'm just gonna check what we could get. Okay, everything is catching fire. That's not ideal. I don't want it. I don't want the base to burn down. We got. Okay, we got a couple of them. Let's go. Where's the flux and the hammer? What? Ah, I know it's not gonna work. It's automatically refilling my inventory with ingots. It's not gonna work. Just have to wait a little bit. Okay, now what the hell is happening? Wait a second. Ah, that was the issue. I was wondering. I was wondering why I was having so much trouble. I really need to make a bellow too, because the temperature right now won't be enough for other metals. That's it. Okay, this is pretty nice. Slowly but surely progressing a little bit like that. People are gonna be pretty happy tomorrow. They're gonna wake up. Oh my god, did I melt the freaking ingot? I did. No, I didn't. Never mind, I had it right here. I was thinking that I destroyed the freaking ingot. Never mind. Let's actually hit up both of these. A little bit more and we're done. Okay, we got 4 double ingots, that's nice. This should be technically the last batch and we're good to go. I'll probably be able to actually use the rose gold that I accumulated. Yeah, I'll probably need to make like 2 or 3 more ingots so that we can actually make the rose gold mining hammer. We can actually bypass the other hammers, and it's a pretty good one. It has like pretty good stats too, so it's a good investment, especially early stage. But yeah, for now, this is like the boring part, the kickstart to the adventure, where you have to actually manually alloy, manually forge everything. But yeah, that's the beauty of it. It's actually a pretty simple system. Can become kinda repetitive sometimes, but honestly, I enjoy the experience. I'll have to keep both of them inside. Yep. Should. So, now if we check this, that's it. Copper anvil. We got the copper anvil. That's it. That was pretty quick. The main issue that like I said, that I wanted to work on. Do I have some bronze? Yes, we do have a bronze right here. I want to use this one to actually make a... Yeah, finally. I want to actually use the bronze ingot that we have right there to make a proper axe, I'm gonna chop down a couple trees and make a huge charcoal pit. Because yeah, the charcoal is gonna run out pretty quickly, as you can see. And probably make a flask would be a good idea. Wait a second. Why did I not think about this? We don't have enough leather, that's why. Do I have any other leather anywhere? No, we only have one. We only have 2 leathers. If I was able to get a little bit more... Oh, wait a second, yeah. That's gonna be problematic. We need a ton of barrels. Because technically, to process the tannin, the lime water, and make some leather, we'll actually need a ton of them. So right here we got the bronze. Where's the flux? Wait a second, I don't have flux. That's not ideal. Wait a second. What? Oh yeah, I forgot you cannot actually... That's kind of sad because we cannot actually forge any brass right now. Unluckily. I'll make a simple axe out of copper then. Not see any other way right now. Technically, we could melt down the bronze into a mold and get a bronze axe that way, but yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more time. You know what would be a pretty good thing to do is a bellow. For that bellow we need leather, and that leather requires rabbit hide, which we don't have any. Yeah, we just gotta wait a little bit to be able to progress. Okay, perfect. That should be enough. Plans, where's the axe head? Right here. So we gotta end by punch +2, +2 -1. It's gonna be +12. I gotta go +12. That's gonna be +12. I gotta go -12. It's gonna be punch, hit, and upset. Oh, it's the wrong order. Okay. Yeah, I kind of fucked up this one. Okay. Kinda done something stupid, whatever. Tends to happen. The worked one, I'm just gonna place it back into the pile. I wanna get a proper modifier on it, so whatever things happen, you know, can't always make perfect tools, so. The other one is working on it. I need +12. +12, that's gonna be... It was minus... Oh, wait a second. Okay. I could technically maybe calibrate to start from -12 from the target, but I'm not sure how I could do that. Okay. -12, that's gonna be... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I done something stupid. No? No, I didn't. masterfully forged. Never mind. I was. You don't actually need to pre-shot it. So here we got, if we check in the tooltips, that 600 durability. This one's gonna be how much? I don't know. But we'll try it out. Either I could make another copper axe or a copper pickaxe, technically. It's gonna be pretty useful. I just wanna make a pickaxe first. That's gonna be punch last. That's +2, +9. That's gonna be 9, 6. Okay, that's gonna be -6. So we gotta go +6. That's +1, +8, +8. I've wood for an anvil is much more fun than Tinker's Construct. Yeah, I can totally agree about that. It's a lot more rewarding too. Yeah, we got the... I mean, I made the anvil. We'll try to avoid making the bronze one too. I'll just maybe make a couple tools like copper axes. Make a ton of charcoal too. That's pretty much required right now. Kind of running out of it. And then I'll go sleep because honestly it's practically 6 a.m. I can already hear like a bird singing outside, so in the middle of the night, practically morning. I was saying we are at 8. I need 6. I went over it. It's gonna be 5, 2. Not hot enough? Wait a second. I think it would be a good idea to take a break. 6 a.m. already. I was kind of prepared to actually play for a couple more hours, but kind of woke up early today, and I think I've been actually awake for like... It's 5:40 for me too. Okay. I gotta reset this. It's kind of sad, but yeah, that's not gonna be ideal. It's not gonna have a proper modifier on it. I would prefer to actually... I would technically not prefer to make any of them right now, but they have a couple copper axes. I'm just gonna use them all to make everything that we need. Oh, wait a second. I totally forgot that I could use all of the worked at 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8. Could technically use all the worked copper to actually just improve the backpack. And I think that after this one, I'm just gonna go sleep. Gonna prepare a charcoal pit, a bigger one. My wind down. I woke up at 5 a.m. so maybe to sleep right away. Yeah, see you around, Cthulhu. It was actually pretty fun. I have to say the start was actually so freaking fun with everyone's like actually having to configure their microphones and prepare for the adventure. It was such a fun start. I have everything recorded, so I'm gonna have a field day. Like actual a ton of fun to edit that later. It's gonna be it was hilarious. Yeah, I woke up like maybe at like 10 a.m, 8 a.m. Yeah, I mean the start was chaos. It was pure chaos, but yeah, I enjoyed it so much with the small introduction. Uh, it was really enjoyable, I have to say. Ton of fun. See ya, see ya. I'll probably be here tomorrow, so if you're playing tomorrow, I'll be there. Just gonna chop down some trees and I'll go sleep. Maybe like in 10 minutes. Yeah, oh my god, I'm actually getting. Thank you, thank you. Good night to you too. Have a great one. Yeah, I can actually feel like the tiredness, energy leaving my body. Seems like the caffeine is wearing off, like it's going away. I mean, feeling tired is not an issue for me, but just like low blood sugar is the worst enemy that I cannot go through. Like actually, when I have a low blood sugar, is just the end. Can't do anything. One by one. Yeah, these trees are pretty small. What the hell? I was expecting a little bit bigger than this. I gotta say, it was the best call to actually make a backpack. I mean, I made 2 of them. That's kind of overkill at first, but the more the better. And at first it's such a hassle to simply get leather, strings. I kinda got lucky because I had a great start and went directly to make leather, which was the right call, honestly. I was kinda trying to do that a little bit later, but yeah, that would have not been a good idea. There's certain tasks, like certain things in the mod pack that I don't find that much enjoyable, so I tend to actually push them back always. But like tanning, leatherworking, alloying are just like essential activities that you have to do anyways. Cannot bypass that. I mean, you can maybe push them back a little bit for a couple hours, but after a certain point you are forced to actually go through them if you want to progress. And I don't have a single piece of food on me. Not ideal, I have to say, not ideal. And it's kind of sad that we don't have any water source near. Wait a second, wasn't there a well or something? Yeah, I mean, quality of life in the name, but in game it's another story, you know. It's another story. In some ways, I like the fact that certain parts, certain aspects are kind of stretched out. Yeah, technically that would be a good addition, you know. But that would kind of circumvent and bypass the tanning and leatherworking, which is not ideal in some ways. I have to say, like, TFC does rework a ton of these systems, but that's like the main goal of it. You have to actually go through like pretty repetitive tasks, concepts, like tanning, alloying, forging. At first it's like brand new, it's novel, you know, you have fun, it's like stimulating, and you have a lot of fun, you know. But when you actually start to like spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours just like mindlessly forging, can be kind of tiring and boring at a certain point. But honestly, is it a bad thing? Sometimes people tend to actually try to min-max so much of the gameplay aspects, and by the end it's like it's just too easy. I have to say, it's just too easy. At first I had a ton of issues with these processes like alloying, forging, casting. But at a certain point, you have to think about it. If the tools that you're making, you can make them like in 5 seconds with a workbench, there's no real value to it, you know. You don't really feel the amount of effort that you've put in. But with TFC, you know pretty well that you know for how could I explain this? You know that effort is gonna be rewarded at a certain point, especially with like forging. You can have like pretty good modifiers, masterfully forged, and like all that is actually really worth it. What the hell? Okay, that actually scared me. What the hell? I was not expecting the tree to grow right in front of me. Like all of that is actually the circle of the gameplay is actually like totally reworked, but for a good reason. I personally had a ton of issue with that at first, but it just went away pretty quickly after a certain point. Yeah, Craig Tech is another sort of discussion, I would say. I would not be able to compare TFC to Greg Tech. I played a good amount of both, and like a good amount of both for a couple of 100 hours. I gotta say, Greg Tech has to be properly balanced. Like you have to actually balance out the amount of effort you put in there, because Greg Tech tends to be like unforgiving in terms of repetition, the amount of items that you have to make. It's just like unforgiving. It's chaotic at a certain point where you have to do like 800 components for a single item. Like, okay, bro, like, let me breathe, you know. But if you want to specialize in like RegTech progression, that's gonna require you a ton of patience. Like I know that the first time that when I tried out RegTech, it was a nightmare. At first it was stimulating, it was brand new, you know, but after a couple hours where you had to get like wire cutters, wrenches, and you had to actually kind of mix both of them, have plates, magnesium plates, blah 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 blah. You had like 800 different components for a single item. It was such a burnout, a quick burnout for me. But it kind of makes sense because I tried to go through the progression pretty quickly. So I was like only doing GregTech for a couple hours, which is not a healthy habit, I would say. But you know, like, but TFC, it's another story. It's another story. It's not that annoying compared to GregTech. Wait, I don't have... I forgot that I needed to actually get dirt first. Oh my god, what the hell did I do? And I'm not sure, I mean, in all the mods 9, the GregTech implementation, I'm not really sure about it, you know? What did you say? No, I was talking about GregTech. When the first time that I tried it out in the mod pack, it was actually stimulating and interesting, you know? But when you start to pay too much attention to the progression and only like hyper focus on like GregTech progression, it tends to burn you out pretty quickly. You had like 800 components for a single craft, you know, for a single item. It tends to burn you out pretty quickly. It's pretty repetitive too, so it does not help that much, you know. I was just trying to get to the fact that it's pretty repetitive. At a certain point you have to do other tasks at the same time to not actually burn out pretty quickly. And I gotta say, TFC it's another story. It's not that annoying, I would say. You get used to it pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Oh my god, I'm starting to actually fall asleep. Like, eyes wide open, I'm starting to fall asleep. See, that is a small amount of charcoal. I'll probably continue this tomorrow. I'm not in a good shape to continue like right now. I have problems to even talk, so it's kind of hard, you know. It's kind of hard. I gotta say thanks to everyone who tuned in. It's actually pretty fun. I'm not used to actually stream, so it's a brand new experience. I'm pretty happy that I got a couple things, like configured a couple things properly. The stream quality seems to be pretty good, pretty smooth, high quality, not pixelated. The audio quality is pretty good too. I'm happy with the result. We had a couple viewers at first, like in the first hour. Merci, 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 merci. Bah, bonne nuit à toi aussi, hein. Thank you, man. Thank you. I hope you have a good night too. Wish you a good night, I mean. Probably see you tomorrow. There's a pretty good chance I might stream when playing the next time. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play tomorrow because if I sleep right now and wake up too late, I might not play now. Kind of tired. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Bonne nuit. Good night. See ya. I wish you a good one. Ciao.